This is a fable from Aesop's Fables. Um, and a fable is a story that has a meaning or a moral behind it. And the meaning and moral behind this little story is little friends may prove great friends. So I'm just going to read it aloud to you and then I'm going to put up some questions for you to answer. The Lion and the Mouse. Once, when a lion was asleep, a little mouse began running up and down upon him. This soon wakened the lion, who placed his huge paw upon him, and opened his big jaws to swallow him. "Pardon, O king!" cried the little mouse. "Forgive me this time. I shall never forget it. Who knows but what I may be able to do you a turn some of these days?" The lion was so tickled at the idea of the mouse being able to help him that he lifted up his paw and let him go. Some time after, the lion was caught in a trap, and the hunters who desired to carry him alive to the king tied him to a tree while they went in search of a wagon to carry him on. Just then the little mouse happened to pass by, and seeing the sad plight in which the lion was, went up to him and soon gnawed away the ropes that bound the king of the beasts. "Was I not right?" said the little mouse. Little friends may prove great friends. So we're going to do some questions now. Remember, I'm going to ask you about to pick out some nouns and adjectives. Remember, a noun is a naming word for either animals, people, places, objects, and an adjective is a describing word. Now we're going to just mark the questions. So our first question was, can you find two nouns? So let's highlight these nouns. All right. There's a couple of nouns you can pick out. Lion's one. So you might have highlighted that one. We got mouse is one. So every time you see mouse and lion, I won't do all of them. Then that is one. Paw is one. So the name of object, rather part of an animal. King's one. Again, mouse. Lion. Wagon's one. And beasts is one. So if you've got any of these, uh, then you're correct. Remember, mouse and lion, if you circle any of them, they're fine. Can you find the two adjectives? Let's find the adjectives now. I'm going to circle them with a red pen. So remember, adjectives are describing words. Okay, so there's one here. Little, huge, big. Jaws is another noun. Again, cried the little again. Cool. All right. So any of those will be correct as adjectives. And on to our next question. What does it mean when it says the lion was so tickled at the idea of the mouse being able to help him? Okay, so that's this one over here. If we use our scanning and skimming, we can find this one. The lion was so tickled at the idea of the mouse being able to help him that he lifted up his paw and let him go. So tickled means amused, or he found it funny. So the lion found it funny that a little mouse could help him, and that's your answer there. Next question? What does the sad plight and which the lion was in mean? So this is down here. Just then, the little mouse happened to pass by, and seeing the sad plight in which the lion was, went up to him and soon gnawed away the ropes. So the lion's been caught in a trap. He's been tied to a tree, and the hunters are going to take him to the king. So that's the sad plight in which he means. Plight kind of means like a situation or what's happening to him at that moment. Okay, so seeing the sad plight in which the lion was in, it means the bad situation or the bad mess that he was in. Number 5, how did the lion's kindness to the mouse help him? This helped him because he could have just eaten him. It would have been a small thing for a lion to eat a little mouse. But he said, no, I'm going to let the mouse go. And then later on, the mouse helped him out when he was in need. So that's how the lion's kindness helped the lion in the long run. Because if he'd eaten the mouse, then the mouse would not have been around to help the lion. Can you think of a time when you've been kind to someone and that's helped you later on? And so that's just your personal question. So you can just show mum and dad that one. Well done.